Golden opportunity here in the 70th minute for Portland to take the lead. Marvin Loria and Modou Jadama will be one of those two to hit this one. Jadama runs up, will hit it, and put it in the back of the net. And T2 have turned this result on its head. Portland's up 2-1 in the 70th minute. '71st minute. T2 have been in search of the equalizer for 64 minutes. Will it be here? Williamson well struck, and Jadama has leveled the score in the 72nd minute. T2's needed some leaders to step up, and this is one of those leaders. This is Modou Jadama just doing a great job at that back post of connecting with that ball. It's a fantastic lead. Langsdorff 0 for 1, missed against Las Vegas Lights. Dairon Asprilla, the only player to make one. He made it against Las Vegas Lights on the 23rd of March. Zambrano missed last week against OKC. So Modou Jadama will be the man to take this one against Josh Cohen. Jadama, the 25-year-old from the Gambia, steps, strikes, and scores. T2 has the lead in the 29th minute.
Well taken PK by Jadama.
Melee of players here jostling for position. Right-footed ball driven there. The header that's there is Jadama. And Jadama finds the back of the net for Timbers 2. And they make things level here in the 55th minute. And it wasn't much from Modou Jadama, but
got to just pick every single ball, every single time the ball gets wide in a set piece situation or in the run of play. It's about man marking inside your box. Galaxy 2 failed to do so. Now they let the Roughnecks back in the game, and game's on. It's going to be about
those runs. Quick restart by Mangles, and we are back underway once again. Jadama plays long and direct over the top, trying to find Hansen. He chips it over the top of Sayus and puts it into the back of the net. Harold Hansen, making just his 5th start in 2018, has put T2 out in front in the 18th minute.
referees ref the games. You know, you would have thought it's universal, wouldn't you, across the world? But you know, he played in Germany and elsewhere, and it is different. And he's picked up 5 yellows.
More importantly, I think not only does it force the way to change the way you play. There's Van Tessen, and put 3 on the board now as he beat
by the Dynamo in this year's draft, but yet to play for RGV or Houston. Dynamo staying unbeaten this year at home. They beat San Jose 2-0. A penalty goal from Eric Cubo Torres, his league-leading 7th of the year. And then Alberto Lisa, Honduran, getting another. He's heating up here in springtime. There's a good hit into the upper corner.
After a delay of about 40 minutes, we're underway, the Portland Timbers and the Montreal Impact. There's Tomas Konecny. Renzo Zambrano out wide to Modou Jadama, his first MLS start.
Well, everything looks as expected from Montreal Impact, except if you look at the back three for them, Diallo, he'll be in the center.
Giovanni Savarese sticking with a plan that they had made. It certainly became more apparent with that Open Cup match against the LA Galaxy. Nobody has started all 3 matches. Camacho steps up to win it. And then Jadama takes outside air. Fotis Pizzacco, or rather, Fotis Pizzacco's down there, just in front of you, Nat.
To start to shine a little bit more and to start to show the personality. And Eric Williamson, you just see receiving the ball there. Didn't see enough of him in that first half.
Jadama across is gobbled up by Evan Bush. He was leading the league for most of the year in that category, but then over the past month or so, he's seen less time with T2 because he's been with the U.S. under-23 since training camps. He's been on the first team bench, played in a couple first team. Spria comes back to help. Tadeo still gets the cross off. It's blocked. Rudy goes down, and it's finally swept away.
Fans behind the goal, I think they're shouting for a touch and arm, but not a penalty for me.
John Freeman is the video assistant referee. He'll be checking that play. Jadama ends up being a nice ball to Williamson.
The big theme for tonight coming in was understanding, and what we saw Saturday night for the Timbers against Houston was great individual players as well, but there's still enough in there that they would feel, especially when they're playing at home, that they should be taking this result. Well, now the youngsters for the Timbers side of it, they may have rattled the Impact a little. That's a great message, isn't it? You keep the youngster honest. Instead of saying, what a goal, well done, you say, no, I need you to keep doing those defensive moments for us.
We've seen it again tonight. He just had a block inside his own defensive 18 a moment ago.
Gio also talked about the process that it takes for some of these youngsters to get to this level. And it's different for everybody, certainly, but one of those processes, especially for attacking players, is your defensive responsibilities, trying to figure out what you need to do.
I want to make sure the timing is right to get the player onto the pitch where they can be successful.
Saw that with Jeremy Bobasi last year. How long did it take him to get a real shot with the first team under Giovanni Savarese? And then Bobasi. And then, of course, from there, it was essentially the starter the rest of the way.
What a ball, by the way. What a ball from Antonella.
Picks out the head of Tomas Konechny. Boys, if you're hearing it throughout this match periodically, we've been working on it. We're aware of it. Doing our best to eliminate that technical issue.
This is more like Montreal Impact. But you have to watch because they don't mind sitting in, and they slowly start to creep. This is them. They creep players. And that was almost a great
spaces in behind. Haven't really found it as much as they should with the kind of pace that Spria has. But now just throw a couple in behind just like this. See what you can make of it.
Jadama finds Milano making a run up the gut. Williamson instead goes wide to Spria.
Well, there was an opportunity. Little slip pass in from Milano. He had space to run into.
Can the Timbers build this little bit of possession?
I think it's going to be important for the Timbers. Problem for him now, though, is he's staying a little bit too centrally. He's probably going to have to get out to these wide areas.
As they go, they've obviously been battling this long. Seen a few tired bodies on the pitch through that midfield as well. Paredes.
Jadama battling with Chouanier. That's off the Timbers. Sembrano trying to turn. Holds off Krolicki. Finds Jadama. Jadama gets the cross in. Headed away. Not clear, though. Luria knocks it down.
Dungeon closing down, putting in tackles.
Luria to Jadama. Can they get a ball into the box? Jadama floats it. It falls in the area. And it's still...